Fantasia. With 8 Grammy nominations and a successful run on Broadway, American Idol winner Fantasia Barrino's life seemed like a rags to riches Cinderella story. But as she declared in the title of her 2005 autobiography, life is not a fairy tale. Just 2 weeks ago, the 26-year-old was hospitalized after overdosing on a bottle of pills. Well, now in a GMA exclusive, Fantasia is here live in our studio to talk about everything from that suicide attempt to her new album called Back to Me. But first, here's Chris Conley with more on her recent struggles.
When singer Fantasia Barrino was crowned the champion of American Idol in 2004, it was her golden voice that garnered all the attention. But in recent weeks, her struggles have been stealing the spotlight.
Tell me exactly what happened.
An individual took a bottle of aspirin.
Earlier this month, Fantasia's manager found the singer unconscious. In a special edition of VH1's Behind the Music, airing tonight, Fantasia admits she wanted to end her life.
I knew exactly what I was doing. You can't accidentally take a whole bottle of pills.
At the time, Fantasia was reeling from allegations and the threat of a lawsuit surrounding her relationship with Antoine Cook, a married man. Fantasia says she believed Cook was separated from his wife. It was the latest source of stress for the singer, who has endured struggles with both her family and her finances in recent years.
I was tired of people doing me wrong, constantly, over and over and over again, dealing with my family, dealing with my father, dealing with men and their bull. I remember waking up in the hospital. It didn't work. I'm still here in this hellhole, still here with all the drama going on.
But then, the singer says, she realized she was here for a reason. Now, with a brand new album, Fantasia says she's embracing a future in which the spotlight once again shines not on her troubles, but on her talents. For Good Morning America, Chris Conley in Los Angeles.
And joining us now for her first live sit-down is Fantasia. It is so good to see you.
You too.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm better.
Well, you have so many people. Our studio is jam-packed downstairs who just absolutely love you, adore you, and want only the best for you. And we were all just taken aback when you, as you just said, it wasn't an accident. You've been through so much, Fantasia. What made this appear to be the breaking point for you?
I think I was just overloaded with everything, with carrying 6 years of so much. You know, I always take a licking and keep on ticking. And, you know, everybody feels like I'm so strong. She's tough. She's got it. And it just became heavy for me, and to the point where I just wanted to be away from the noise. You know, I always said, it seems like when I go and try to do the good things to better myself, it doesn't blow up like all the drama blows up. You know, not too long ago I received my high school diploma, and it was something I was really, really proud of, and it didn't go anywhere. But the first little piece of drama that they can find, it blew up so much, and I just began to get tired of just taking so many licks.
When you keep saying that there's been so much, can you just give us a little more insight into, because we don't know what's going on in your world?
I'll have to take it back even to when I stepped on the Idol stage. You know, I caught so much drama about being a young mom, not having my high school diploma, the way I spoke, me taking off my shoes. There was always something wrong with me, and they kept trying to point out little things, but I fought through that, and I won the Idol. Coming after that, I did my Lifetime movie, and I did my book, and I spoke about just my life before then, the struggles that I went through to get to where I am today. And they picked out things about that they didn't like, and they lashed out, and they had conversations, and comedians had things to say, but I took a licking and I kept on ticking. The foreclosure, it's just so many things that I had to deal with, me almost losing my whole career, and not having management and lawyers and everybody who's saying they had my back, nobody taking care of me taking care of my whole family. So much that people don't understand. They just see the glitz and the glamour, and they feel like life is so perfect, but we're human and we go through things. And I was telling one of my friends the other day, I get to speak with a life coach now, and that's something that I've never done. I never went and just spoke with somebody and put it all out there and said, listen, I'm tired. I need to lean on somebody now. And I'm glad that I have a life coach in my life because he's been teaching me some things. And he asked me, he said, you know, are you ready to go back to work? And at first I didn't think I was ready to come back because I didn't know what I was stepping into. But he drew out this iceberg, and he drew the tip of the iceberg, and the very top of the iceberg is what people see, which is the glitz, the glamour, the smiles,
right,
the bubbly spirits. But he said up under there is a much bigger piece that nobody gets to see. And he said, what's up under there? And I said, well, there's hurt, there's pain, there's trust issues, there's being lonely, all these things that people don't get to see with Fantasia. And he says, well, which side are you going to show? And I thought I was going to say the wrong answer, but I said, I think I'm going to show both. And he says, I think you're ready to go back to work.
Well, that's been you. I mean, you've been an open book. You've written a book. You've had your life story that you starred in. And it was really trying to understand more of what was going on to get you to that point, because that can help other people too. There was a statement from your manager who said that morning you read a complaint that was filed by the wife of Antoine Cook, and that you read it that morning, the day that you tried to take your life. Was any of that going through your mind before you took those pills?
You know, I think everybody feels like I tried to harm myself over a man, but you know, I've been in a lot of bad relationships, you know, so I think that had somewhat to do with it, because you know, it was so heavy, it was brand new information, I was already going through so much, but I think it was just 6 years of everything, of me holding all that stuff on the inside and not letting it out. And I just got very, very tired.
It was more cumulative than anything else, all combined. But you said there was a nurse there, because we heard you say that when you woke up, you're like, I'm still here. You didn't want to be here at that time when you woke up?
You know, I think when I woke up, I figured out, like, oh God, it's just going to be more drama. You know, I know all these nurses, they know me. They probably voted for me. And I felt like this hospital is going to be just full of press in just 1 second. But they became my friends. You know, I was in the hospital, and I wasn't in the hospital up under my name. They gave me a different name. Nobody asked me anything about what was going on in the press. And they just began to talk to me about my nails, my hair. The hair is cute. And, you know, I felt so much better. And I have to say thank you to one of my nurses. Her name is Melanie. She was an older lady, older mother, really strict. And, you know, she would come in and make me eat, make me get up and walk around. And she came in with a magazine, Sister to Sister magazine. And she said, you know what, I don't read magazines like this. She said, but my husband brought it to the house, and I opened it up, and look who's in it. And she pulled it open, it was me. And she looked at me and said, you gotta get out of here, and you gotta go back to work. And for me, that was when I felt like, you know what, there are people who love and support me and just want to see me keep going, and who've been through the same thing. She began to tell me all her life stories, and I said, you know what, there's no perfect person. And I'm just thankful for all the nurses and the doctors who were there for me, because they didn't treat me like Fantasia, they treated me like Tasia, and I needed that.
You needed that, and you've got that here, and you have people that are here, right up here, that are downstairs. You're back. We didn't know if you would come, but you're here.
Yes.
And we're going to hear you. Back to Me.
Back to Me.
And I'm telling you, it's beautiful. I've listened to it. It's in stores today, and just bless you.
Thank you.
And for being open and being here.
Thank
and
you.
We'll get you all cleaned up and have you sing in our last half hour.
Okay.
Fantasia, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hot.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we always have time for that. We always have time for you to say a little something like that.